Have you ever been on Instagram, found a post you really liked, and went to read their caption only to discover that the poster has now put a paragraph of keywords with commas separating them inside of their caption instead of something important? This is called keyword stuffing, and we do not ever do this. If you're doing it now, stop. Let me break down why this is so important for you to not use this and give you a way that you can be using these keywords that's practical, relevant, and effective. So keywords are things that are going to describe the photos or the videos that you're posting on Instagram. You want certain keywords so that when people are searching things, they are brought back to your content. And keywords in and of themselves are not bad things. In fact, keywords are very, very helpful. So you should know some keywords that are going to relate to your content that you want to work into the conversation. But having that comma-separated paragraph of just random words that don't make any sense actually does not help you. We know in general, the platforms have said don't keyword stuff. It's not going to help you get searched more, and it's actually going to get your content depreciated. In a lot of forms, you do not want to be doing this. On YouTube, there was a time that people were keyword stuffing and just putting these paragraphs of things that they thought would drive traffic to their videos. And because Google owns YouTube, everybody caught on, we all knew what was going on, and they started depreciating things, and they would not show things that were keyword stuffed. However, we do want to make sure we are using those keywords to drive traffic to it, but we need to do it in a way that's conversational. Because remember, whenever somebody is searching for something, they're looking for answers, not a weird paragraph of things that could drive traffic to you. So we're not hurting our relationship with our audience by using the keyword stuffing method to get our content seen. We are creating almost a mini blog article, and within the context of a paragraph or two that you're putting inside of your caption, you are in a conversational way that people would actually sit there and read, going to be conversing about what you're talking about. Now, you should be giving them good details. You should be giving them good conversation so that when they read it, they know, oh, this video or this photo or this album is going to be helpful and going to answer my questions. Keyword stuffing doesn't do that. So you're developing trust with them and giving them a little mini insight into what they're going to be seeing, or flat out spelling out the information that's going to be relevant and practical to them. So with this, you need to come up with a couple of keywords that are going to help you to be found, but then put them in context of a paragraph. If I am reading your caption and at any point outside of hashtags, it looks like I cannot read it as an article or as a blog post, people aren't going to stick around for that, and that's not going to help you. That is just not a practical way of having conversation, because remember, social media platforms in any form are all about conversation and community. It's about keeping people on the platform and starting a dialogue with them to then have those conversations. So if you're doing things that are not conversational, you're not doing it in a way that's going to get you seen more and will end up hurting you in the long run. So keyword stuffing is not going to be a good practice for you. However, having a handful of keywords, 5 keywords, 3 keywords, a couple of things that are kind of in the same wheelhouse that you can put into a conversation without making it seem weird and like hard to read, that's going to work really, really well for you because it is that conversation. So as you're doing this, you can kind of restate things a couple of times in different sentences. You can kind of guide people back to what's going on, but you got to do it in a way that if somebody looks at it and reads it, it's easy for them to read. If there are clunky words or things that don't make sense or sentences that seem out of place, take them out. Now, it is also important to remember you do have hashtags that you can be using. These are your keywords, my loves. This is where you should be doing it. Remember, right now, Instagram has said 3 to 5 hashtags because we do not want to confuse the algorithm. That may change in the future, so watch the channel, pay attention to it, because I break these news on hashtags and the algorithms and all those things every time it changes for you. So you know here first before anywhere else, and you want to make sure you're using 3 to 5 really good, really relevant hashtags to then help with that discoverability. Now, another thing that you can be doing is using your alt text. Alt text is designed to help the hearing impaired or the visually impaired to learn more about what's going on inside of your image that you're posting, the album you're posting, the video you're posting. So you can go into your edit tab, you can go down to your alt text, and you have the ability to put that in. Again, this is going to be descriptive, but more along the lines of sentence form. So this is not an extra place to put in your keywords. That's not how it works, but you do want to be more descriptive here because as people are searching for things, they're going to be able to find it. So let's say you have a video that you've just put up, you can describe yourself, you can describe what you're wearing, you can describe what you're talking about. It's not too much space to be able to put all these things in here, but anything that's going to help visually or hearing impaired people to understand better without the ability to hear something or to see something is going to work to your benefit. The more descriptive you can get on that behalf, also the more helpful it is inside of what you're doing. Now keep in mind, the algorithm is designed to understand everything you're doing in your content. They know what you're saying, they know what you're doing, they know what you're wearing, they know where you're located. The algorithm is designed to understand that you are or are not talking about a specific topic, which is why those trending hashtags don't actually work to your benefit, because they know if you're actually talking about Kim Kardashian, or if you're actually talking about some other trending topic, or if you're just kind of throwing that in there to get popular. So they do understand everything you say, all the text you put on screen, where you're located, what you're talking about, what you're doing. They scan all this information and use it inside of search as well. So you don't need to go out of your way to create a bank of keywords that you're going to randomly put inside of your caption that will hurt the conversation, make people look and say, what is she doing? And leave from what you are going to try to educate them on or teach them on or entertain them on, because it's weird. So you want to make sure that you are using a handful of keywords inside of a conversational paragraph that you're posting in your caption. You want to be leveraging those 3 to 5 hashtags. You want to be leveraging your alt text. And then you want to make sure that you are using those keywords that you're now using inside of your caption in your videos too. So be descriptive about what you're talking about, because they're registering everything you're saying, and that will be used in search as well. Keyword stuffing on any platform is never a good or recommended practice. And if somebody is telling you to keyword stuff, you need to reconsider your relationship with listening to advice from that person, because that is super old school, ineffective, and will get your account not so great on the platforms. So make sure that you are making wise choices, you're using those keywords respectfully inside of a conversation you're having in your caption, and that you are using hashtags relevant to what you're talking about, and then reiterating those points in any video content you're putting out there so that it is picked up inside of the system. If you have more questions on keyword stuffing or how to use keywords properly, drop those down below. Make sure you follow along, because every single day we are bringing you brand new videos on how to level up on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, livestream, and with the tools and resources you need to save you time and effort so you can get back to running your business while you're still making bank on social media. I'll see you in our next episode.